Hello YouTube, we are back with another redstone tutorial, and in today's video we are looking at a wall. But if I flick, or like if I press the button, as you can see, it will actually turn into a room of chests. So this is actually a pretty cool little concept that I made, and I actually made it with SeppGames. Link will be in the description. I think he just hit like 150 subscribers or something. So definitely check him out, and maybe even subscribe to him. So he's definitely a really great redstoner. But yeah, so as you can see, it will basically just hide the chests and then also open it, or like it'll make them visible. And this is the redstone. It is absolutely tiny, and it's just awesome, really. So yeah, I'll just hop on with the tutorial. I'm just gonna be right back. And we are back, and as you can see, we've got basically just like a little thing right here. Now these are going to be your chests that you're going to be hiding behind the actual wall, and then the wall will be actually right here. So it's going to be basically like that. So yeah, we'll just remove those blocks, and then also this will be needed for like just aesthetics, really. And also over here, and then also here, and then also there. So it should look something like that. And then we can also put a block right there as well, so you can't see that bit right there, but I mean you can still see that, but or you can still see through here. But we have we're gonna have like something there, so we can't actually hide that. So that's a little bit of a shame, but I mean it's all good. But yeah, so let's just get on with the layout pistons. So firstly you want to have a sticky piston right here. I'll show you later on how to actually expand it as well, so don't worry about that. So we've got a sticky piston right there. Then below this block right here, we're going to have another sticky piston right there, and that will basically just be pushing the blocks up and then also retracting them from here. So it should look something like that then. Then above it right here, you want to have a double piston extender, and they're going to be both sticky pistons. And then over here you want to have your input. So this is going to be your input. Now I'm not sure if I mean you could probably try to make the input somewhere else, if you know how redstone works and like how to actually redo it. But if you do want to have like another design where the input isn't like sort of showing, or it isn't there really, then definitely post in the comments, and I'll basically just get to work on it. But yeah, so then behind this input block you want to have a torch, and then also below it you want to have a sticky piston with a redstone block in front of it. Then below that you want to have a piece of dust right there, and also on top of a block, and then also a block right here with a dust right there. Then two blocks here, we're going to be connecting it to this right here, or this sticky piston right there. Alright, so you want to have a dust right there, then have a torch there, then have a dust right there. And I basically just do that in that order, because if you have it like this and then do that, it will just like one ticket, and it will you basically just have to fix that now. But yeah, so over here what you want to do is you want to have above this torch really, you want to have a block and then also another torch on top of that block. Then coming from that torch you want to have a repeater on one tick going into a piston monostable or sticky piston monostable, and then have a repeater also on one tick coming out of that, then have a block up and then a block down, and both with redstone dust on top. We're going to be using this one a little later on, but just not now. So yeah. But lastly, you want to have a normal piston right here, and that will basically just be updating this sticky piston right here, because this will be actually budding it. And then we only need one of these as well, so because this will basically just chain reaction, and like update all of the sticky pistons right here, and so it's all right basically. So yeah. Then above this for the top, now that's the bottom done, by the way. So if you just test it, as you can see, it will extend, and then it will somehow like retract right there. I just like removed and then placed it back there, and that will basically just be doing what this is, or the double piston extender will be doing, which is cool. So from this torch right here, you want to have a dropper facing upwards, so like that, and then have a dropper above that facing this way, and then have a hopper right there, and this is going to be our T flip-flop. And you want to have a comparator right there as well. Then put an item in the bottom dropper, so right there. And then what you want to do from here is you want to come out from that comparator right there, have a torch on top of that block right there, then a block up above that torch, so like that, then have a torch right there, then have a repeater on 1 tick or 2 ticks coming from that torch right there, then a block up, and then a dropper hopper monosable right here. We're going to be using that later on, but just put that in right now. And then from that, you want to have a repeater on 4 ticks right there, so like that. And then that will basically just be going into a block with your expanding line right there. But if you only have one, you can literally just remove that, and that will work like that. But I'm just going to have a block up right there, then have a block there, and then have a dust there. So yeah, that's basically the top piston right here done. Now what we need to do is we want to come from this torch right there, have a comparator on subtract mode, and have a sticky piston monosable right here, and with a block on top as well. Then have a block to the side with a piece of dust on top of that, with a repeater that's going to be right there on 2 ticks. Now, I told you we were going to be using this dust before, and now we are. Firstly, you want to have an item in that dropper right there, so just there, and then have a block below that, and then have a repeater, or 2 repeaters right here, so one there, and then one there, and they are both on 1 tick each. So, and then also a block right there. So yeah, that's basically it. If we just test it right now, as you can see, it will extend and completely hide the chests. Then if we flick it again, it will. We need to actually do stuff with this monostaple right here. So basically, you want to take a signal out of the hopper right here using a comparator, then have a repeater on 1 tick, and then it's done. But yeah, we'll just reset that, and then we should be good. So let's just set it. It hides it, and then it will open it like that. And so yeah, that's basically it. Now to expand this, I'm just going to show you guys how to do that. So for the bottom, it's quite simple. All you got to do is expand the layout pistons, which is going to be that one, as well as that one, and then have 2 blocks right there for your actual door blocks, or your wall blocks really. And then for the lines, or the redstone lines, you want to have a torch right there with a piece of dust right there, and then also a block right here with a piece of dust on top of that right there. And then a few blocks right there just to hide the redstone behind that, and then have a stair right there. I'm using a stair, but you can use a half slab or whatever you like, and that's basically just so you can actually open the chest. That's at the top level right there. And then also a block right here, and you want to have a piece of dust there with a repeater going on 2 ticks into the double piston extender, which we'll need right there, with a block below it, and blah. And then what you want to do is you want to have a block here with a piece of dust right there. Now this layer basically is going to be your expanding line. Now just as a little note, once you if you have trapped chests, or if you use trapped chests, do note that you have to have a immovable block that's going to be right here, or else what will happen is when you open the bottom one, that piston there or that ciggy piston right there will actually extend, and it will basically just stuff up the whole contraption. It won't really stuff it up. It's just like I don't know. It's just like a little bit unfortunate. But yeah. But you can also have a like two double chests right there, or so like that, and even extend it like that. But I mean that's even more. It's basically just going to be updating everything else there, and that's basically up to you really. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and peace.